believe this plug here goes right here to this one. I believe this one here is the knock sensor. Comes from under the intake, goes to this, and then connects to right there. Injectors plugged in, all of them. This one here, number 5, is missing the internal gasket to keep the water out of it. That's kind of on there loose, and it's the one I found when I took the engine apart as being off, so it'll probably shake itself off, or not. But what I can do is find a little gasket for it, and that'll fix that. So where am I going now? I've got the PCV valve right there. It goes back there, and I think this one here, this big hole's right here, wheels around and goes right into there. Okay, I got the PCV valve back there. The injectors are all in, and this big hose right here, the vacuum booster hose, that's a vacuum line for the booster. But I think I'll go ahead and hook up the coil plug now. If I can get the tape off of it. I did a good job of taping these up because I didn't want water to get in them when I cleaned this. Hold it now. It's coming back to haunt me. Let's see if this one will go in there without any lubricant on the seal. I've been putting a little, I think I will. I've been putting a little silicone high temperature grease, just a tiny little bit on these rubber gaskets to help them go in easier. The coil pack is connected and the lock is in place. I'm going to go ahead and do this PCV valve way in the back there next. The PCV valve is in, hose. Can't see it, but there you go. It's in, and then the vacuum booster hose is in. And what else I got? I got that sensor to do right there. And that one down there. How'd that rag get down there? That one down there. I see those two. This here is alternator, I'm sure. This is alternator, and probably got two here. I got one here and one here. I'm going to go ahead and move this harness right over here. I'm pretty sure it goes there. I zip tied that number 5 injector that's missing the inner rubber seal, and so I think someone just tried to rip it out the way it was and messed it up. Didn't know what the lock meant, I don't know, but it wasn't me. Okay, that's done. The harness is on. Still got all these little connections here, and they'll probably go up there. But I'm going to put this evap sensor in next, right up there. Evap sensor is on. Lower throttle body connector is hooked up. This line here goes to the throttle body, and this line comes over here and goes to the top of the evap sensor. Snaparoos. This is your alternator, and I believe this is probably the alternator as well. Okay, line's hooked up over here. Okay, near as I can tell, I have everything connected over here except for this, wherever the heck it is. I'm gonna have to find that line. I don't know where it went. This is the passenger side. I got the fuel injectors hooked up and the coil pack hooked up. Got one wire left. I believe it goes to the EGR valve that goes in right here, and that's coming up. So for day, so I need to go back over on that other side and look for that wire that hooks up to the coolant temperature sensor. It sets the choke. Okay, I found my wire that was coming out of the side of this. I never saw it was behind it. And this goes to the coolant temperature sensor. Bet it goes in this time. Yeah, that's the one I bought for 20 minutes. Wrong wire. Goes in better when you get the right one. Okay. My EGR pipe goes down here to the exhaust, and yeah, they didn't give me a gasket, but I see there's already one on there. Better than nothing. I'll put some high temperature anti-seize on it, and maybe I can just go ahead and use it, or I'll just use it by itself. And the other one goes up here. Pull that out of there. Oh man, is that oily. Okay, let's drop that down there. I have to wipe that out. I want to see if that's a rubber ring in there. No, it seems like it's just plastic. I'll have to clean that out when I get a paper towel. Okay. I'll figure out what the sealing is on this thing. Maybe it's just a tight fit, I don't know. I've got another intake. I'll go look at it that came with the program. Man, this truck has to be cleaned too. This thing was really abused. Neglected, I mean, not abused, neglected. Okay. It's only going to be about 101 out here today, so I better get going. Okay, here's the EGR setup that I was just showing. It goes in, this part goes into the exhaust manifold, and this part goes into the intake, and there's a rubber sealing ring right here, so maybe it'll, rubber ring right here, maybe it'll work. I'm going to go take this over and clean it up some so it doesn't look like crap and get me all greasy putting it on, and it'll maybe do a better job. Okay, these bolts here that take a 15mm socket are down to 37 foot-pounds. The ones down there on the exhaust, I'm pointing to, they're down to 22 foot-pounds. And this little guy right up there, 89 inch-pounds. What I did was start all these, get them in there, just snug them up a little bit. And now I'm going to go back. I'll put these down to torque here, 37 foot-pounds. Put the 22s down there. I'm just going to get a feel for it. Just get them good and snug with my socket wrench. And the same on this one up here. Just snug it down with maybe a 1/4 inch socket wrench. That inch-pound doesn't take much, and it's in a sleeve or fitting in a plastic housing. So, last order of business. This last wire. I cleaned the connection and the internals. So, she's on there. EGR's done. This side's basically done. All I have to do is heater hoses down to the water pump. I think this one's complete. Next order of business may be the throttle body hooking up the cables. This is an older style. I still have cables. I forgot to mention on those exhaust flange bolts down there, or EGR bolts. I'll call it EGR flange, maybe that's what I'll call it. I did put a little high temperature anti-seize grease on the bolts just to facilitate them coming out again, I hope. I don't ever have to do it, but somebody else might. Maybe they won't snap off like I did on the other engine that was a donor. Coolant hose to the throttle body is on. The cables over and put them here on the top of the intake and see if I can hook them back up to the throttle body there. They've been sitting over here for a few months. I know they're not happy. They're not happy. They're gonna go something like that, I believe. Those cables slide, and I figured I'd give it a little help with some PB Blaster silicone spray. This thing slides back into place over those two holes right there. Helps hold down the slides back into place right there. Those two holes helps hold down the electrical, and these cables slide. This is going to fit up in there in a minute. Alrighty, these are 10 millimeter. Takes a 10 millimeter. These bolts here take a 10 millimeter socket, and these bolts here take a 13. And now I'm going to see if I can hook up the cable. Alrighty, going to try and hook up the cable. Let's see here, I think we go in. My depth perception is off because when they gave me glasses, I have astigmatism in one eye. I believe I got that. This here, I'm almost positive, is the, yes it is, that's what it is. This is the cruise control, and I think what I want to do with it is just put it down to where that cable's snug like they're tight. I'm going to give these cables a little bit of love along with the throttle body here. This is a silicone lubricant. Plastic and rubber love this stuff. And it doesn't hurt metal and cables and stuff like that either. Well, they got it all over me. If I remember correctly, I had a heck of a time taking this thing loose. There's a very good chance I may have to pause this camera because this is a lot of threads. But anyway, my goal is to screw this end down about, I think it was down to right about there. And I'll be happy if I can get that far. Alright, as you can see, there's a little locking tab there, so On mine, I slid it in to that ridge right there that set on the plastic piece. Then I just started screwing it in, and it's screwing in now pretty easy. I'll give it another shot of silicone. You want to make sure you don't have it too tight that it holds the throttle open. But I think what I'll do now is just leave it where it is. I got it in there, screwed in. It's got the little ridges on the wheel here that help you grab hold of it to tighten it. And if I find my cruise control sort of lagging a little bit when I push the button, I believe if it works like some of the older stuff, I can tighten this up a little bit, make it more responsive. So, throttle body is in, EGR valve is in, engine coolant temperature sensor is hooked up. I think the next thing I need to go to is the water pump. And then I'll go over to the power steering pump that just seems to be leaking. Gosh, if it was a hose, I sure would like to change it now, but I'll find out later. I just had to try it.